Well, wrestling fans, when I think of SmackDown Live tonight, when I think of what the WWE did once again on SmackDown tonight, on WWE television tonight, a couple things come to my mind. Number one, they didn't build the three big shows. They got us invested in one. They got us invested in Hell in a Cell. Number two, it was a Rusev Day. A very happy Rusev Day at that. Number three, it continues to get more and more and more and more personal between AJ Styles and Samoa Joe by the week. And number four, The Miz and Daniel Bryan. What can you say? One of the best rivalries on WWE television today on the main roster, continuing to heat up each and every week. And I forgot to mention, Becky Lynch, without a doubt, come Hell in a Cell, WWE, give her the Women's Championship. Take the title off Charlotte. No question about that. Have Charlotte for once be a transitional champion and put it on the person that rightfully deserves it. But we're going to dive into that, plus so much more right here on this review. First off, you all know what to do. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell for all notifications if you are not a follower of this channel. Plus, Facebook and Twitter at 2007 Webby. And of course, if you are a follower of this channel, if you are a subscriber of this channel, thank you very much. If you are one of the 139 subscribers that I have right now, it is much appreciated. But SmackDown Live tonight. What can you say about it? Hey, look, let's start off with tag team action. Triple threat tag team action. When you look at the three teams that was in this, Sanity, the Usos, and Rusev Day, everybody had three thoughts coming into this. Would Sanity be this awesome, dominant, destructive tag team in this and go on to face the Bar? That's number one. Would the Usos go on to face the Bar next week, in which we would have a classic tag team matchup to see who would go on to face the New Day at Hell in the Cell? Absolutely fantastic rivalry, renewed. Usos and the Bar was a great rivalry. And of course, Usos and the New Day was a great rivalry as well. Or would it be a happy Rusev Day? Something we don't always see on SmackDown Live anymore. So, I, for one, am very happy that Rusev Day won, and they're getting an opportunity to advance to a pay-per-view. And I hope WWE pulls the trigger and gives them that opportunity and goes to face the New Day. Will they beat the New Day? Probably not. But it would be something different than the Bar versus the New Day, which is something we have seen time and time and time again when the New Day have been tag team champions. As far as the Usos are concerned, that would have been a cool match to see, but that rivalry has come and gone. It has run its course, and I'm sure it will be revisited again. Now, Daniel Bryan and The Miz and Andrade Cien Almas and Zelina Vega. Hey, look. It's one of the best things going on Smackdown Live and on WWE television as far as I'm concerned. And I know a lot of you wrestling fans out there are thinking the same thing. Look, Daniel Bryan opened up the show tonight, and he came out and said that he was going to call The Miz out because of last week, the huge beatdown of what happened last week. Excuse me, the yes lock being applied on him, and Brie Bella having to watch, amongst other things, skull crushing finale, DDT, all that vicious, heinous attack. They were wanting to punch The Miz in the face. On the other hand, The Miz was there earlier and was going to confront Daniel Bryan and had left. Cowardly move they were trying to play of The Miz. Of course, we saw The Miz on the Titantron at a restaurant about to eat, rented out the restaurant because he didn't want to be with anybody in Detroit. And Daniel Bryan immediately left after his match with Andrade Cien Almas, which was a pretty good contest, quite frankly. I mean, that was a very entertaining contest. Look, no, we saw it last week, but if there's one match that I wouldn't mind seeing again, it's that. Now, later on in the night, The Miz shows up, says he's going to call Daniel Bryan out. Paige like, D. Bryan's not here, but you're staying because you have a match tonight with whoever wants to face you. What a weird main event. What a weird main event. I mean, honestly, I would have put the tag team matchup at the main event, quite frankly. But R-Truth, R-Truth, what's up? I understand what they were doing. What they were doing was promoting the Mixed Match Challenge. Carmella was with R-Truth, and they promoted the Mixed Match Challenge because at the Mixed Match Challenge, R-Truth and Carmella are tag team partners. Now, it was okay for an R-Truth and Miz matchup. R-Truth picks up the victory. What's up, R-Truth? You're the winner on SmackDown Live's main event. I guess if you want to tell Ty Dillinger how to get things done, you can tell him how to get that done. Because you're telling him how to be a main event player in SmackDown Live. You mentioned something like that earlier in the night. Now, other than that on the show, we saw Peyton Royce take on Naomi. Naomi finally gets a victory over one of the Iconics. Congratulations, Peyton Royce, for laying down for Naomi. AJ Styles and Samoa Joe. It continues to get more and more and more and more and more personal. Samoa Joe states that he made his promise. He sent his daddy home packing. The Styles family is home now. AJ Styles is home Hucking Wendy and everybody else up. Absolutely marvelous promo. Samoa Joe is the best at this stuff. Once that happened, AJ Styles lost it. He's tired of talking, and he ran down to the ring, and he attacked Samoa Joe, attacked him with a steel chair, missed with the steel chair, and hit the post. Next thing we know, refs are breaking it up, and hey, look, can't wait to see this match at Hell in a Cell. It's going to be a good contest. Unfortunately, however, I know people are predicting Samoa Joe to win. I don't see that happening for the simple fact that the game is not out yet. AJ Styles will win at Hell in a Cell. Simple as that. Video game's not out yet. AJ Styles is not going to lose that title until the 2K19 comes out. I don't see it. Randy Orton and Jeff Hardy had their Hell in a Cell video package. That was a good package. It's going to be a good contest inside Hell in a Cell. That's just me. I'm thinking that not everybody is agreeing with that being inside Hell in a Cell. But look, if I would pick AJ Styles and Samoa Joe or Randy Orton and Jeff Hardy, and you look how each one of these rivalries have been built and how much WWE has put behind each of these rivalries, they have put more behind Hardy and Orton than they have Styles and Joe. So, of course, this is going to go inside Hell in a Cell. It just is. That's why it's getting it. So, I mean, can't really complain. And, of course, one of the biggest talking points that everybody has been griping and complaining about week in and week out since SummerSlam. And that's Becky Lynch and Charlotte. Not that Becky Lynch is getting all this coverage and time. It's the fact that WWE turned her heel. Some people are still not convinced that she's a heel. But look, you look at the way she's talking. You look at the way she's coming off, feeding off towards Charlotte, and how Charlotte is talking back to Becky Lynch. There's no question the direction WWE's trying to give us, what they're trying to tell us, and that is Becky Lynch, heel, Charlotte, babyface. And if I've said it once, I'll say it again. Becky Lynch is one of those characters. It doesn't matter if she is a babyface or a heel, she's going to get a babyface reaction. Period, bar none. And, hey, look, the way she was when she was a babyface, everybody enjoyed her, everybody loved her. But her act was kind of stale. I know that's a bad thing to say, unpopular thing to say, but it was. Her act was stale. She didn't have much of an act. This, it's a little more edgy for her. It gives her something different, fresh. So I'm not going to complain about it. And Hell in a Cell, take the title off Charlotte. Make Charlotte, for once, a transitional champion. And that was Smackdown Live. I hope you enjoyed this review. If you did, hit that thumbs up. Share it. like, subscribe, everything else. Till I see you again, catch you on the other side.